Welcome. Today we're going to be taking a look at what we can do to update some of our GUI so we can add some extra functionality by working with a menu bar. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at how we can make that happen. The first thing we're going to do is most of the work we're working with this is all going to happen inside our JFrame subclass, and we're going to start with the process of what we need to do to look at this. I'm using the beginning part of my art project as an example for this. You just see the basic structure for it. You can add more functionality and detail to this as you go along, but I just want to get a basic start here for you so you can see how to actually put one together. The first thing we want to do is take a look at our imports, because we always want to start with our imports first, because that way we can always have our code be ready to compile as we work with the ID, so it's already ready to go as we work with it. And so inside our import section, we're going to add 3 imports when we're working with a menu. The first one we have to add is the JMenu, which is the actual item holder we're working with, the JMenuBar and JMenuItem. So JMenuBar is the bar itself that holds them. Then we have the menus that are the vertical columns that go along with it. And the menu item is each thing inside that menu we'll be working with. Now, we have those 3 imports. However, we only have one data member. The only data member we have when we're working with this is a menu bar. And so as you can see right here, it's private, of course. It's a JMenuBar type. And then we'll initialize it inside our constructor right here with a default constructor with no parameters. Hey, no big deal. Now, however, we have something new. We have our new helper method, setupMenu, we're going to use to actually put that together. And the setupMenu is where we're going to do all the work that's attached to structuring that menu itself and going from there and making it work. And then we're going to install it inside our frame in our setupFrame method. But first, let's go to setupMenu to see how to do that. So inside our setupMenu method, as you can see right here, we have a JMenuItem named DemoMenu because, again, this is a demo, so we want to make it really easy. It's a new JMenu, and this is where we put a string parameter. The string parameter is what is going to be displayed on the actual menu, the drop-down column we'll be working with. And then we make as many menu items as we want. Because this is just a demo, I'm only doing one, make it really easy. And so we've got a JMenu item called quitItem because, again, we want to make sure we use a variable name that describes what we're working with, so it makes it very easy to work with and go from there. And so quitItem is a new JMenu item, and again, I put the text as to what I want to put on there. In this case, quit application, because that's what we're going to be doing. Then we'll be using the lambda notation to add a listener for that. So it works just like when we're adding a listener for a button. So it's really not much extra work that we've already done. We just apply it in a new way. And so quitItem.addActionListener, we use the lambda notation to say select is directed to, in this case, system.exit parens 0, which means, hey, what's a good exit? We're going to close the program appropriately with this. Now that I've attached the listener to my item, and I want to now put the item in the menu, and then put the menu in the menu bar. So DemoMenu.add quitItem, pretty easy, and the menubar.add DemoMenu. So I have the menu bar, which is the actual menu itself at the top of the application. Then I have the menu that goes inside that menu bar, and I put the item inside that. And so I have my item that I create, initialize, and then attach a listener to it. I then put that new item inside the menu, and then I put that menu inside the menu bar. Finally, inside my setupFrame helper method we've been doing all of our work so far, I just need to assign it to the actual window with the this.setJMenuBar. Make sure you use the JMenuBar, not menubar, because menubar is for the old AWT version. We're not talking about that. Make sure you use the JMenuBar so you can actually have that happen. And so when I run this program, we have our lovely example menu right here. So again, I have a new menu right here. I click on this, and boom, I have my quit application. I can hover over this, and as you can see, it automatically highlights for it. And because I've attached that listener right here with the add action listener, when I click on this, it's going to send the selection to system.exit 0, which is going to quit the application. So you notice right up here, my application's running right here. I click quit application, and it terminates. So it totally quit the application just like I should. Now, when you're working with menus, again, most of the stuff you're going to be working with is going to be outside of the existence of the frame. It'll probably be something that's referring back to the controller. So you want to make sure you use good information hiding stuff inside your controller's methods. So you don't have to express extra information. So having a good holder method inside the controller you can do work for and work with is a great way to make that happen. And so that's how we can make this work. So again, just as a quick review as to what we did, we made it so we can have an application that we can have a menu on. We do this by installing the JMenuBar on there. That is this vertical column, and that's the menu item right here. So that demo menu, the quit item is inside this with quit application. If I have multiple menus on there, they will be stacked horizontally to the right by default. So I'll have every menu I work with goes over to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. And then I can have menu items that go down and before it. I can also add separators. I can add accelerators. I can do all sorts of cool stuff with that. Take a look at one of my other videos where I do a little bit more of an involved application where I can do some cool stuff with this. And we can see how we can do some really fun stuff with it. But this is how you can make a menu bar actually work. And all the code you have to do is first add your imports to make that work, make a data member to put it together, initialize it inside your constructor, make a helper method that can load all the pieces together, and then finally inside your setup frame, install that JMenuBar inside the application. Hope this is helpful. Cheers. Have a great night. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.